I want to show you guys a model that I think is going to be really helpful for you as you're trying to establish or evaluate yourself compared to somebody else, or maybe you've got a team of people that you're trying to improve and help them to get better, but you're not quite sure what to focus on. This is a great model. It's known as a comparison chart. And comparing is a great tool. It's a great practice to try to see what are the areas that you need to focus on. So, for instance, you're going to take person A and person B. Now, this person could be you. Maybe you want to get to a certain position in the organization that you're at. So you're going to be person A, and you're going to write the name of the person who's maybe sitting in the seat that you would love to be in at that organization. Maybe you're evaluating one of the people on your team, and you want to evaluate them compared to what you would consider the ideal employee. So you're going to write the person that does report to you, and then you're going to write the ideal employee in that next box. So you're going to be comparing here either for yourself or for other people if you're trying to figure out what is it that I need to be focusing on if you want to get a really good, honest evaluation. Once you do that, you're going to list all the features of both people. So again, if you've listed yourself as one of the people, you're going to list features. Now, what is a feature? A feature, just like if you're going to buy a car that has a bunch of features, or you're going to go buy a television that has all these features. Features are those things that make you want to buy it. So this is now where you're going to list all of your features, everything that you can think of that is a positive feature that you bring to the table. You're going to list it in that box. And then you're going to do it over here. If this is the ideal employee that you're comparing one of your employees to, you're going to list all of the features that you believe comprise the ideal employee. Or if it's a comparison of anybody, you're going to take some time and you're going to really observe and think, what are all of the features of that particular individual? Okay? Next, you're going to list how they're alike. So now that you've listed all of the features of both people, now you're going to take some time and see where is the overlap? Where are the features? Where are the similarities that these two people have in common? What features do you have that are similar to that person in that position that you would love to have someday? When you compare an employee that reports to you compared to the ideal employee, what traits or features do they already have that fit, that are alike with the ideal employee? And this is important because it's going to show the areas of strength that you already have. Okay, so this is going to be how they're alike. Then you're going to list the very important key differences. And you got to take some real time here to ask yourself, what are the key differences between me and the person who's sitting in that chair, in that position? Or what are the key differences between this employee and the ideal employee? This may be everything from personality differences. It could be the level of attention to detail that one person has compared to the other. It may be that one is very people-oriented and the other one is not really people-oriented. It could be the level of self-motivation and drive that one person has compared to another person. It could be the ability of one person to really sit still and focus for long periods of time compared to the other person. There are literally dozens and dozens of different categories that you could look at and say, what are the differences between these two? So now we've got all the features, we've got how they're similar, and we've got how they're different. And what you want to do now is you want to take the areas of the differences and extract where you're lacking. Maybe it's a feature that you don't have, that this person has. You want to ask yourself, is that an essential feature for that position? And if you find that it is, then you've got something to work on now. Now you've got something to create a plan for over the next year or 2 years and say, these are the 1, 2, or 3 things that I need to focus on. If it's an employee that's reporting to you and you're comparing that employee to the ideal employee, you want to ask yourself, what are the essential features that they differ on? See? So whenever you get together with that person, number one, you can encourage them on how they're alike, what the strengths are, what they bring to the table that make them effective. But you need to then be very honest on the key differences, and not just all the differences, but the essential key differences that are the difference maker for how effective they're going to be in the job. Comparison charts are terrific tools. Take the time to work through it. Once you begin using these things, they're fantastic because they help you to give reviews much more effectively, and they help you to assess you and where you want to get in a much more efficient way.